Hello, beautiful people. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Another week. This one's so good. Soon we're gonna be talking about it. But before anything, welcome to another Baddie Talk. We are so happy to be here again and have you with us. Don't forget to join us, retweet the room, and come to the chat. Say hello and stay with us. We're gonna have a lot of fun talking about some great things today. Meanwhile, let me say hello. Ali is back with us. My love, how are you?
Good, how are you? Miss you all,
We
actually.
good, baby. We miss you a
How
lot.
how how was the last show, by the way? You guys having fun?
We didn't have that much fun because we were talking about scams and people were not very excited to talk about it, but it was very informative.
Oh, good to know.
Yes.
Oh, and actually, after last shows that you guys did, the market just went crazy.
Yes. We're gonna
Imagine
talk
on
about
that day.
I'm looking
We
forward.
are good with you.
We were preparing people actually. We talked about scams, so people were like aware because right now I can definitely imagine the scammers are even more active. I'm looking forward to mention about the market today. But we have again our two beautiful ladies here. Annabelle, how are you?
Hello, hello. I am good. Very happy as always to be here with you talking about today a fun topic. So let's freaking go. How are you guys doing?
Beautiful. I hope we're not talking about scams today. No more
No,
scams.
baby. No scam. Promise. Yet, I was going to post retweet that live again so people go and check because we truly talked some really important things regarding some scams that are going on. But yeah, I will remember to do that later on. Let's say hello to Gina. How are you, my love?
Hi, ladies. I'm John Fabulous.
Yay! Enjoying the green market?
Yes, ma'am.
That's so good. I love it. Okay. Well, before we talk about the fun topic, actually, today is everything is good. It's been a good few days, right? So it's gonna be all good. But before we talking about our fun topic, let's just take a look for a second into the market and see what have been going on in our moment here for market rundown. So let me start here sharing the screen. So good to look at this screen, honestly. Again, last week, last live, I think was one of the last fun we had so far. But as I said, it's so good and important for everyone to take a look into that, especially because during green markets, scammers get even more active. These guys are literally non-stoppable. But looking here and again comparing from last week, right now everything is green and looking incredibly good. We can start with Bitcoin. I won't name and mention all of them, but we have from 23% up until more than 50% up. This is how volatile and crazy this market is, and that's one of the things that we need to remember why normal people can't stand crypto, because they cannot understand as the much that can go 50% up can also go 50% down, and sometimes even less than 7. I mean, this is less than 7 days. We have been having pumping like in the last 4 or 5 days, so things are going really well. We see Solana finally moving, maybe reclaiming $100 soon. That would be very bullish to see. Meanwhile, I definitely let's just mention quickly what is going on and why the market is moving so much. We can start with Bitcoin moving more than, actually right now is 23% for the week, and investors just getting more bullish and optimistic overall. We can start saying that why this have been happening. First of all, and we also have been mentioned this in these lives, we had last week on Wednesday, US the White House had a meeting with crypto executives in the Wednesday. Also on Thursday, they also had another thing going on, all crypto related. Trump also talked publicly on the Wednesday and pushed Congress to really make an effort to go with the Clarity Act forward. And remembering once again, we are just waiting next month for the Clarity Act to vote. Again, what we need for that to pass is 60 votes. So still, right now, we just need to wait. Yet, as Trump already went public and many other organs have been speaking, they are all pushing and making sure that investors feel okay and encouraged to spend more money into crypto. Also, one more thing that's worth to mention about crypto overall, not just Bitcoin, but we'd had Trump announcing this buyback on the treasury bonds over the long term, which means that money is easy to be borrowed and it will keep being easy to be borrowed, which is very bullish. Investors like and make them more excited to use their money into more risky things as the whole crypto market, crypto space. And one more thing to also mention, we had a huge inflow on ETFs, as we also have been mentioning in this last live stream. So once again, meanwhile, investors have been feeling now more safe and money, it's been more easy to be borrowed in US. They are pretty much decided to invest and giving a shot buying some ETFs. And we have seen this incredible pump over the days. Going forward, let's talk about XRP, because literally last week in the last live we had, we talked about what was one of the maybe the bottom for XRP, and we mentioned that they were below and testing the support level of $1 because they just closed the weekly closing in nearly 2 years. The lowest they had in 2 years just happened literally last week, and then they were at 0.98. Today, we are talking about them pumping more than 50%. How crazy is that? And once again, while that is happening, we also have mentioned, as we mentioned, the Clarity Act, the Congress recess, and so many other things that have been happening regards crypto regulation. XRP is one of the first one that gets hit because they are very attached with the traditional finance. Right now, they are extremely bullish as, again, investors are starting to feel more safe, feel that more but more guidelines are helping people to feel safe investing in the market. So overall, it's just everything extremely bullish. Maybe I don't want to precipitate myself here and say that we are so fucking back, but maybe we are some fucking back. What do you think, Ali?
I actually want to ask the question to you all here is that did you guys actually have this one coming that you get in, or a lot of people skip?
I will from my side, and then I definitely want to see maybe from Annabelle as well. Last week when we were mentioning about that meeting, I knew that the market would move around that meeting 100%. How much I was not sure, but I was expecting not this. And right now, I don't know what is your opinion. I definitely want to maybe hear if you also have an opinion. Is the bottom already in or not? Annabelle, what do you think?
Well, for me, it was the same. When I knew about the meeting, I immediately knew that it was going to move bullish direction. I didn't know how much, number one, and number two, if it was going to hold. Uh, I am surprised that it jumped in the way it did and that it's been maintaining. I am happy about that, obviously, but I am very carefully optimistic because I still think that there's a correction that needs to happen and maybe another bottom. That's kind of my take on this.
Yeah, I actually was trying to sell. I mean, not trying, I sold a little because I am expecting for that correction to happen. But right now, I see majority of my timeline, maybe 90%. Of course, because also when people are talking that maybe this is not it, it still has some bad things to come. People don't want to engage with that. They don't get excited with that. So the timeline is really very biased to look at that. But 95% are saying that we are back and that's it. We are in the beginning of the next bull run. Well, I know that we are all just expecting that maybe we are really back, but we never know.
There is another saying that because the midterm election is gonna come very, very soon. So there's always a saying that 19 times of these midterm election, 19 times out of these 19 times, that means 100%, that
Yes.
market is gonna pump.
Yeah.
So right now, this is kind of like my motto.
Yes.
But there's also a mix if you think about it, because well, we don't want to go like really deep into this, but there's also like all the stuff that is happening in the world while like all the stress that it's been around oil and stuff. So the traditional market is pumping ridiculously too.
Yep.
So there has to come something that brings stuff down so we go to actual real numbers here, because everything is just so it's like a bubble and it's
Yeah.
going to pop eventually. So that's what I'm saying. I'm happy and optimistic, but we have to be very careful.
A lot. One thing that I can mention, Bitcoin, I mean, especially Ethereum, is extremely overbought right now. So we must have a correction. The problem is we never know how much that correction will be. Yet we just need to be careful, take profits, and just maybe go to something else, start doing some moves here and there. But yeah.
So I don't know if you girls ever heard of this rule, but you can never let friends drink by themselves. And I'm drinking, so someone else needs to drink with me.
Actually, with the market this way, I could definitely be drinking, but it's my fucking morning. How could I possibly be drinking in my morning?
Oh, okay. That's fair. You don't have to let a friend drink alone unless it's like the morning time, because then that won't be good for you. So you get the get out of jail free card. However, Ellie and Annabelle do not.
Mm.
I'll request a beer from somebody here at home and I'll drink with you.
Yes.
Drink, drink, drunk, drunk, drunk. Let's get drunk, drunk. Wait, what are you
No, because
drinking,
it's
Jean?
Sunday.
I am drinking kettle water with lemon. That's my drink. I drink it all the time because I don't want no carbonated, no sugar, none of that. So,
Ooh,
yeah,
I like
I just
this.
drink regular water with lemon from vodka. It tastes just like lemon water, in my opinion. I just came from my friend's son's second birthday. So we did Sesame Street and it was really cute. And yeah, now I am a little tipsy. So we have you guys done a baddie talk where like the baddies get absolutely lit?
Not yet. Maybe now.
We're just starting this. Like
Okay. Well, just let
maybe
me know
this
when
is
you
the
guys
first one.
want to. Let me know when you want to have baddie talk. Baddies are bad on baddie talk. Baddies being bad.
Wait, so you guys are telling me you guys basically right now not holding too many bags and waiting for correction.
I mean, I think there's going to be, you never be positive. Um, but I didn't think it was gonna go um up so quickly either. So
Yeah.
yeah, you can just never be positive. You kind of need to
It's
do
just
what,
And
it's so hard because we never know.
yeah.
it is so
I
hard.
did too.
I'm
I
definitely not an expert.
Me neither. And I think even the people that is like super, super, technical on all of these, they still make mistakes and they
They
still
do.
say, no, it's gonna go to 80 and we're gonna be there forever. And then
I,
suddenly,
and
boom.
how
Well,
many people said we were in a super cycle? And I'm like, what are you, what? Like,
So
and
true.
they're like, Yeah, and I'm like, what are you talking about? And then look what happened. And it was not a super cycle, that was a brutal bear. And these are the people that are like on spaces, like, well, actually, Gina, rah, rah, rah.
Uh-huh.
And they'll like, you know, and I'm like, okay, dude.
I know exactly what you mean, Jenna. I have right now, I mean, first of all, I think that the word expert is like totally out of possibility for anyone that is posting on Twitter. That is the first thing. We do have experts that are around crypto, like blockchain experts, security experts, few things like that. But look, you really need so many years and so much experience to be able to call yourself expert. But okay, there is also a few crypto traders that might be experts, maybe those that have been trading for institution or groups or stuff like that. But even these guys, they get it wrong, and I have seen that happen. So it's literally just a matter of choosing what is my bet on what will happen. Mine is I sold a little bit. I think I don't remember what was the price, but I sold a little bit, and I expecting that we will correct. We never know how much, and then after that we will really go to all-time highs. But again, we never know. What what do you want to happen, Ellie? Or do you have enough
I
Bitcoin for us to go all-time high right now?
No, I don't, but I also like right now I'm kind of like 50% in. And the reason why is that maybe even I don't believe we will keep going up. But like after all these years, 3, 4 years in this industry, what I learned and what I experienced is that the bears, the waiting, accumulate, it's always boring and long as fuck. Sorry. But when it pump, you cannot even catch it. It's too fast. It's happening too fast. So like I would think that stay positioned, it's also kind of important because every time this pump happening so fast. This remind me actually, I think it's last year at that time I was in Malaysia during some business trips and stuff. And it suddenly happened so fast, and everyone's saying that, oh, what is this and that. And then people start talking about, no, there should be another bottom, there should be a correction, and just went straight up. So that's the thing. Before that, also there's this really long time of waiting time. All like everyone is basically die there, the chart every day. So like no people actually from the last cycle. I don't think too many people actually get in
Yeah.
for that cycle. That Bitcoin went to the 126K. So what I learned from this is that you can actually stay positioned if you believe that eventually things gonna go up. And then you just buy something that you believe in, hold it, but don't go full port because that will make you feel super stressful. You go the percentage that you think you can afford, even market go down, you can even DCA. I think this is the best.
Yeah. Said is not very exciting to DCA. That's the issue sometimes. People don't really want to DCA because it's not exciting. They are like, I want all my back to go to the all-time high, and I want all my, I mean, I don't want all my back to go to the low, but we want to have all our money on stable, so we just buy back. I mean, just
people
doesn't
is
happen.
just People hate DCA when they supposed to DCA, but when you see that freaking green huge candle, all you think in that second is that why the hell I didn't DCA. So
Yes.
like these kind of things happen to my mind all the time, a lot of times in this year. So I figure, no, holy shit, I don't care. I have to stay positioned. I cannot like I'm not holding anything. Not holding anything doesn't feel safe for me. I know a lot of crypto traders, they're saying that, okay, right now I'm like 0%. I'm just waiting for, but like I'm also will not feel safe if I'm not holding anything. I feel like, okay, I'm out of this industry, or I'm out of this thing. I don't like this feeling. I don't know about you guys, but like this is me. This is for me. What about you, Gina?
Yeah, I don't think like since I've been in crypto, there's ever been a time I don't have exposure to crypto. Like I can't take my money out for multiple reasons, and more so of like I'm just trying to be in it long term. Like you can try to catch tops and bottoms and things like that, but most of the time the people that win, they just stay in. Like I don't think like I got into crypto for the long term of it, not to, make a little bit of money and then be on my way. So yeah, like I don't trade in and out of my tokens. So yeah.
Annabelle?
Pretty much the same, but because I hold like, these assets that we know that long term they are going to go really high, Ethereum, Bitcoin. Solana is one that I actually play with it more. For example, if I want to get to I don't do a lot, but if I want to go into Mimi tokens or stuff like that, then that one I actually play. A lot of times I lose, I gotta say, because greed is big, and then you always whine the 100x, and it doesn't happen, and then you end up losing more. But if you are here for the long run, yeah, definitely just keep adding as you can. Maybe take profits a little bit here or there. I do if I feel like I need to, so I don't regret it later or things like that. But at the end of the day, Bitcoin is gonna be here for the long term, and so am I. So that's kind of my take.
Beautiful.
And I have my beer here, so cheers, baby. Cheers.
I only
I
have
know you
water.
don't have it.
I have
Yay,
one.
water.
Yeah, water.
But what was the strongest performing coin last week?
I gotta
What was
go
the
make
top?
another drink off of that.
Go, baby, go. We're gonna be waiting for you. The coin that is performing the best right now, just comparing from last week, is XRP. Maybe let me look some other ones right here.
Ethereum also went very strong.
Went crazy, almost 30% right now.
Yeah.
We had Hyperliquid, almost 40% as well. We have Zcash. Zcash has been such a novel story during these last few months. These guys have been dumping and pumping and dumping like crazy. They are right now 68% up. Like, what the fuck? Makes no fucking sense. But they are up. I think it's
But what are you like checking? Even like Pump Fun. What
pump.
is
Yeah.
going on there? I haven't seen
Holy
what is going
shit.
on there, but it's
83%.
83%. Yeah. But I don't know why. Like I haven't followed what is going on there, but it's 83% up.
What the fuck? This is insane.
We need to go check.
I'm looking here now. 83%. This is
There's no
totally
news.
insane. Let's see. I have no fucking idea. I don't think so.
Yeah, there's no news.
That's the thing, right? The moment the market starts pumping, and that's why I don't like moments like now. Like we are all so hyped. But the thing is, it's pumping because of the news. We already talked about that, which are more boring and regards US stuff. But then we see everything else pumping a lot. But
I mean,
what
coins like Pump, coins like OKB, these kind of coins is like basically not following the market that much. Yes, it's follow a little bit, but like majority of the supply is controlled by the team.
yes,
So
there's also this part.
they do it whatever they want. It's actually a good strategy. If in the bear market, all the main coins are actually dumping with the market, and it's actually good to like hold some kind of these type of coins
Yes.
because it can be very manipulated. They can they can actually wipe you to like 80% in a candle in one day. So it's actually good ideas.
Look, it's not a bad idea as long as it's pumping people that have been holding during the bloody moments, yet makes a lot of people upset and sad. Many, especially that don't understand how this works. But you just said something very, very real, which I mean, it is a good strategy, even though it's not really allowed, let's say, in the real market. But we are in crypto. That's things are different here. We have Trump also at 82% up, just below pump. I mean, we know about Trump and how it's being a complicated topic, right?
I'm not touching that coin.
Me neither. No, I'm not touching anything actually, but look at this chart.
It should be. Everything is happening. Conference, they have this and that.
Yes,
And then also
conference are
elections
happening as well.
coming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
never,
know
I
if
never
you
touched.
girls, well, sorry.
So no,
I don't
no,
know
go
if
ahead.
you girls got into when we did the meme token space, the good token, that thing went freaking crazy.
How
So shout
much?
out to any good community. It went to almost 6 million. So
Holy
yeah,
shit.
yeah. Yeah, so thanks for the good community for pulling up, supporting the baddies, and yeah, we're the fiercest dog on Robinhood. So hopefully it'll go higher. I think it could be the #1 dog on Robinhood. A lot of really good people involved. The people that are running the project are great. So I'm just why I thought of it, I wanted to shout them out. The team's doing great, and it's cool that they came and supported us. So wanted to talk about that while we were on tokens.
That's
Can you
amazing.
guys just can you guys next time just drop the CA in the chat?
Yes,
We
see.
brought the community.
Yeah, that's true. We did what we could here actually.
We brought them. But yes, absolutely. I do think anything like, that I get that I think will be interesting, I will share with you. And you got to work together. That's what crypto is sharing of information. And sometimes, you might get bad information. So just, don't go in anything heavy. It's a meme
Yeah.
token.
I like to stay in the trenches. For me personally, sometimes I don't believe in Solana memes, but I like to stay in the trench. So sometimes even I know that it's not gonna end that well, I actually still buying it. It's just
Wait,
for my
why don't you believe in Solana memes?
no, I don't believe in like all of these new token and then just buy.
Oh,
I just you understand like
yeah,
all these pump fund token. Right
yeah.
now, people still using pump fund or not? I don't understand how people
They
launch a
use.
token.
Oh, yeah.
There's a few platforms right now, but it's still Pump is one of the biggest.
Oh,
But
okay.
FOMO is other that people are also can use to launch, right? Let me check
What
again.
do you guys think of FOMO?
I never really tried to be honest. I just see the whole
Me
math and blah.
I just feel like it's a really good way for experienced traders to get copy traders and to dump on their traders, but that's just me.
It is.
So I didn't download it. Maybe it's a mishap of my part, but I probably not. That's just my thought. I don't know.
I am more boring. I still prefer things that make sense. I do like many memes, and I'm still enjoy, but I don't like to play around on the trenches. It's literally just a matter of, do you know that game? I don't know the name, but it's a game that those guys have, like, for example, let's say it is arm, and they pull the arm, the pistol, let's say, to the sky. Everyone stay in the middle, and we know that if they are putting in straight, it will have to go down and maybe change a little bit the trajectory and go into someone, like hit someone. The person that stays in the middle longer wins, because it's the with more courage, right? So meme coins, especially when they are playing around in pump.fun and those other launch pads, it's pretty much about that. It's like everybody buy, goes high, and the people that are able to stay the longer might be able to get the top, and then after that they just dump in each other. So I don't find that very appealing, really. It's just appealing because of the money, but the rest is like very bad. You are literally being bad to the person that is part of your same community. So it's just a nasty game. But that's the financial, right? Financial part.
It's just so hard to catch the top though.
Yeah.
Like probably just like five people. I don't know. Like, how do you know it's the top? You always want more. That's the problem too. So I really don't get into meme coins. Like, unless it is because I'm supporting a community or something like that. I try to stay out because I've been burned so many times already that I'm like,
They're
no.
so volatile. But I love that you say Mimi coins. Did you
How you,
notice that?
yeah.
It's cute. It's the cutest thing ever. I don't get into the Mimi coins. I think I'm gonna start saying that.
Mm.
It should catch on. At least the girls will pick it up because it's
Yes.
adorable.
I
So
just
cute.
realized something as well. For some reason, I know our main page for the Baddie talk, Twitter is not very happy with the page, and now is not able for no one to really comment in the live. So that's bad.
How's that?
Is it because it doesn't have enough followers yet? Is that
No,
what
I,
you're
I think
saying?
it's because one of the last posts we did, the videos, it got flagged on this page. I received many emails saying that it is a not
As what?
appropriate content.
It was when it was like that every time I've streamed and reshared it though, and I was on episode 1.
You see? I don't know
It's
why. Maybe it's because the page is
yeah,
new and then it's starting to have followers now. And also, of course, we have the badge. So it's just Twitter being a mess. But I'm just saying this because that's why no one could join us to say hello and to talk with us more, which is a shame. But please, for those watching, keep retweeting because also many people have been watching the show later on. And also, just in these last few lives, we have been just live here on X. And Gosh, not now, but soon we're gonna be back on Gosh as well.
Yeah, something is because even my quote tweet, it's not having, it's not being, like it's the algo is not picking it up.
Yep, same here. I think maybe a little next time we're gonna have to maybe consider we could even go live on all of us page and get some attention to the main page and then to the show, and overall this just start to compounding because right now Twitter is just not happy with the page.
yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm down to try whatever. So you know that.
Let's go. Ellie, you are still in Hong Kong right now. I just saw that Bitcoin Asia is happening in Hong Kong, and I'm like, I watch about going there, but I didn't realize it was now, and now I'm sad. Are you still in Hong Kong?
What do you mean now? Now? Like now?
Now in
Or it's happening very
two,
soon?
3 days, baby.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yes,
then I'll be in Hong Kong by that
yes,
time. But I
it's
don't
in
have a
3 days.
ticket. Do they inquire ticket?
Let me see here. Maybe I can get tickets for this, but it's
I
Bitcoin Asia. It's a bit
remember
event.
Bitcoin Asia.
It's very
I
important.
think last
Yes,
year I was there.
I think so.
I think last year I was there.
Fucking
All
hell.
right, I can go explore. I didn't know this. It's a big
Me
one,
neither.
right?
I forgot.
No, we were so very like nobody even noticed any conference anymore. We're thinking like, why we going to a conference? We're talking about how bare we are. No, and then
Exactly.
he was stopped talking about conference at all.
No one is talking.
But I
Yeah.
see now people it's a real pump. It's like, yeah, they're starting to talk. I see now people talking about Singapore. Like, yeah, oh yeah, talking 2049. I'm like, who is going?
Yeah, after the
Who's
last
going?
token 2049 being postponed, which I mean, it was canceled, it wasn't postponed. I
On to
think
next year, that was going to happen anyway.
we postponed for next year. So the token 2049 year 2026 will happen in 27. No, it will not. They will call 27. So bullshit, just say cancel. But anyway, I think the vibes after that for events went pretty down.
Especially because NFT Paris was
Also
canceled a
canceled.
little bit before. So everything was like, yeah, no, everybody. Even what was after that? It was something in Miami, I think. Blockchain, something. I don't know. There was a conference over there. And I don't think a lot of people went to that one. And there was another one here in Toronto that I had tickets for, but I just couldn't go. And it was not what they thought it was gonna be. So I don't know. I'm curious to know if Singapore is like if they sell everything, all the tickets or not, or like how busy it's going to be this year.
Yes, next token is 2049. Ellie, do you think next token 2049 will be good or what?
You were talking about in Singapore, right?
Yes,
When is it? October?
it is next, no, August, September, October. Yes.
October. I think it's going to be good. People been waiting for this a little bit. Last time it got canceled, postponed, but I mean, I can almost expect that on in October the market actually maybe will be higher than right now. So people are actually my keen to go. But for myself, I'm kind of like very peace when I heard about these conferences and stuff.
You're not very
What about you,
excited.
Tina? What do you think?
But I mean, Singapore is a good one. The Singapore venues and everything. I usually explore the conference a little bit, and then I go to the casino and then just play around there.
Oh my God. It's the main thing, right, Ellie? Main thing.
The main thing. It just happened to locate in the same spot. So
Just happens to be there.
talk talking about casino. We actually our main topic today is sport betting. We want to talk about sport betting, but like actually we got caught up in the market topic because it's actually worth discussing a little bit more. But let's go to our next topic as sport betting for today. So ladies, do you guys do sport betting? And actually right now sport betting the whole market it's rising, and it's actually there's likely we will run into a double of the current market cap in the early 2030s. So what do you guys do sport betting, and which sport you guys doing, or all the sport?
Well,
So
Annabelle is like, yeah, Annabelle's like the sports betting champion. I just bet on the Eagles, which is NFL team, because I'm obsessed and I don't know a lot of the other teams. Like I know everything about my team, or not everything, but like a lot. But I don't know the other teams, like what's what. I just go off of like my vibe of what I feel like the team is working together, pulling together, everything's like firing on all cylinders, and I'm like, okay, cool. But yeah, Annabelle's the sports betting goat of the baddies for
She's
Wait,
sure.
right.
Annabelle, you're
yeah,
you're the champion of sport betting. What does that even mean? Is that you do it a lot, or you actually have strategy about it,
yes,
or
I do
both?
it a lot, and I have a strategy. If not, I would be the biggest loser that bets the most but loses everything.
And need to have many like that.
Wait, what
Yeah.
kind of strategy?
Well, I do a lot of research about the teams that I'm going to. I bet, for example, in the World Cup, I bet pretty much every single game, and I won like a 60, between 60 and 70% of my bets. So that's a lot. Yeah.
What?
But I do go through all these research process that because I don't know a lot of soccer, right? I learned a lot during this World Cup, a lot. And now I think I am into soccer and I'm starting to watch the Premier League in Europe that started actually today, I think.
Mhm.
So now I'm going to be betting on that one. But my sports betting thing was born because of American football that I absolutely adore. I love that sport and I know how that sport works and I know the teams. So that's how I got into sport betting because I watch pretty much all the games. Then I'm just familiar with the teams, the players and everything and that's how I started. But then you have all these different options as how to bet that then you have to research because you don't understand half of the things that you can bet on and how to use them in favor so you make the most of out your odds. So right now there's a lot going on. It's the NFL, baseball is going as well. The Premier League, soccer Europe, it's starting. Even like Mexico, they have the soccer tournament over there, and because it's my home country, I am also betting on that one. So yes,
Very active.
yeah, I think I have a little bit of addiction personality.
That's what
Wait,
I meant when I said Annabelle is the BC Baddie sports betting champion.
Where
True.
you're doing the single bet or you're doing those parlays?
I do both. So, for example, for soccer for the World Cup, I start just betting who was gonna win and who was gonna lose when I didn't know like a lot. But then, as I got more familiar, and as the games were more difficult because all the teams got to a point that they were all good, that you cannot only bet who was gonna win because you were gonna make like 1.1, so it was not worth it. You start doing the parlays then, how many goals, or who's going to score first, or who's going to win the first half, or all of those, and combined gives you more for your buck.
You know what I wanted to ask you because I followed, some of your posts during the World Cup, and one thing that I noticed was how much you made because you posted like different things. I was like, yes, girl, congrats. It's amazing. I love to see my girls winning. Um, and then the other thing that you were talking about, which I wanted you to go, I think this is like the perfect stream to go and elaborate more. You were saying what you really liked about BC because when you were betting, you were getting a lot of different free bets, rewards, etc. Can you elaborate on that and like tell me your experience with that?
So those were promotions that BC Game had for the World Cup. I need to see what they are gonna come up for NFL or for other sports, but they do have like different boosters. Like when you do parlays, you get a boost on your bet. So that's obviously increases your win. If you win, increases the amount of money you make. Um, they had during the World Cup, they had because obviously a lot of people, it was the first time they were trying this, so they had, or they covered like the first bet, or I think it was just the first or one or two bets. So if you lose, you still get your money back. It was just like a come and try it in a safe way kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah. So, but right now they don't have anything going on for American football. But I don't know if they are gonna come up with any promotions or stuff. But even if they don't have anything, when you try the parlays, there's very there is a lot of money that can be made. But one thing that I really really have to super emphasize here is never ever bet what you are not comfortable to lose, because at the end of the day, doesn't matter how much research you do, you lose. And even in the World Cup, I did make very good money But there was days that I lose a lot and I was getting scared. So I'm like, okay, this is an amount and I cannot go lower than that. If I go lower than that, that's it. I'm backing up. But I was good, but still do not do ever put money that you cannot afford to lose, because just like you make it can be all gone.
Annabelle, do you have a favorite team?
Course, for like NFL, Kansas.
Yes.
Yeah, the Chiefs is my yeah, and Gina is not gonna like that. Because Kansas and Eagles are like,
Okay,
But
so
I
let's
love
say
you. I love you, but
I
not
love
your
you.
team.
Yeah, I know.
let's
But it's fun.
let's
It's fun. I love the banter. It's cute. You can't like everything everyone likes, And then we
so
can, joke when, you lose. No.
so do you guys always bet on your favorite team, or actually, let's say if your favorite team today is playing the strongest team, number one ranking team, do you still go for your team, or you actually do these analyzing kind of things and then you do the right math?
I know my answer. What about you, Gina?
Yeah, I know. I'm like so biased that you would think like I'm always just betting on the Eagles. But like I think it doesn't matter if they're playing the strongest team. I think like I really follow the Eagles, and like if the players hurt, if there's a lot of drama going on the team, if there's a lot of um traveling to where like they're traveling from here to there and they're on this many wins and blah blah blah, like the Eagles have like an insane high percentage wins like for the overall league. So in most cases we're going to win, but like there's just sometimes like what's that hand on blackjack, like a 16, right? And depending on what the dealer's showing, like most people by the book, it will say don't hit it or hit it. I forget like what it is, I'm drinking. But my point is like people yell at me at the table because like I'll be in that moment and I'll do opposite of what the book says, because sometimes like I think you just like feel like it's the time to do the opposite, and then a lot of times I win that way. So it's it's so hard to predict, and
Yeah.
you got to know you lose, right?
I mean,
And you got to know that when you go by the book, sometimes you're going to lose too. So sometimes I'll take the reverse odds, which yeah, so a lot of times work out in my favor. Sometimes they don't.
that's quite interesting actually. But it's funny you're saying it's very hard to predict. I mean, okay, some people will say to themselves that a few things are so obvious that will happen, and then they predict that this is the outcome that will happen. But to be honest, in the reality is that everything can happen, especially in sports. In crypto, they really move side by side almost, right? So it's really interesting for us in particular, because I also got in sport back just 1 year ago. I started very, very small because it was about money that I literally don't care, and also understanding like how much I like these and really just trying to see what is my edge that I want to have here. But there is this thing that's also important, and maybe that is why a few people don't get into sport betting. It is you need to have a team, or doesn't need to have a team, but you need to have one or two or a few that you pay more attention, because it's pretty much about studying, right? I mean, Annabelle was talking about that. She studies quite a lot, so then she was able to pretty much start gambling into and betting into. During the World Cup, I saw so many people on the crypto space that were talking about that. They started betting in football because of that. So sometimes it's about you having your team. I don't think, Ali, you don't have any team, right? Or do you do any sport betting?
I do, but only when I watch that game. If
But
I'm
do you
not
know the
watching,
teams playing or what? Or in which sport?
I used to I used to watch a lot of an NBA
Okay.
because I was a cheerleader before. Not sure if you guys know that, but so I watch a lot of basketball games.
I wish to be
That to
actually.
me
That's
is
so
probably
cute.
one of the hardest sports to predict for me. Like
It is.
basketball is so hard.
It is. But back then, I wasn't doing any sport betting when I was a cheerleader. But it was so fun because like you sit under the hook as a cheerleader when you're watching those games. So you actually see those people, especially those like I don't know how many feet, 7 feet of a guy, and just rushing to you, very scary. And they're gonna do the dunk in front of your face. So at that time, I really enjoy basketball a lot. And then I bet whatever games I watch. And
Have
others,
you watched Caitlin Clark at all, Ellie?
no, because when
No.
I watch basketball, it was a very long time ago. Right now, I'm trying to spare time to do this. I wish I can.
Yeah. For anyone that doesn't know, Caitlin Clark is like the female Michael Jordan. So a lot of people are really enjoying watching her play. This is like an incredible once in a decade kind of player. And she's inspiring so many young girls to get back into the sport and really give it a go. So it's really cool to watch.
Yeah, I heard a little
Amazing.
bit about her.
I played
That's nice.
basketball growing up. Did any of you girls play sports? What
I
did you play?
play I play soccer or well football, the real football. I played a little bit when I was in high school, and then in university, tennis was like my
Ah,
everything. Hmm.
Yeah,
aw.
I played
And then I
football.
moved to Canada and I don't play anything here.
They don't play it, right? Yeah, here in Australia they play a mix of a lot of stuff, but tennis is something very, very huge here. So it's something that I started practicing I mean, 2 months ago, I think.
Are you girls familiar with lacrosse?
I understand a little bit.
Okay, yeah. So it like became really popular on the East Coast. First, it's starting to come out to the West Coast, but my high school won the lacrosse state championship, the boys team. So I got into lacrosse. I started playing soccer at first, and the switch to lacrosse, it's the same field setup, except it's in the air with the stick
Yeah.
versus kicking the ball. So it was a lot of fun. And then I played basketball.
Okay, that's actually quite a lot. Many things. Ellie, did you play
Yeah.
anything?
Basketball.
Oh, did you
And
also
I
Yeah.
play
play.
it?
I also play
That's
when
so
I was
cool.
in college.
And you, Jana?
I played football and I played handball and I love handball. What's the problem?
We
Why?
got
What?
You almost say soccer.
we got her.
What? I almost said yes. I had to think. Yeah, yeah. I had to go back. Fuck.
We're corrupting Jana.
Yes, don't do that. I'm a Brazilian. The Brazilian guys will all come to get me on my DMs. They will go crazy. Fuck. Football. I played football. Yes. Nowadays it's tennis a little bit. And yeah, I think about sports are, yeah, that. But yeah, right now and then looking more into the sport betting, it's been fun. I have started doing it, but I like the idea and the concept and that we mentioned here. Like it's something that of course you have to find fun. Don't do it for any other reason rather than having fun in the first place, making money in the second place, and then understanding there is this whole like technical side of you actually looking in the games, understanding, thinking. At least if you want to take this more serious. If not, you just bet whatever you find reasonable and see how it goes.
I would like to figure out when we're gonna do the baddies behaving badly episode. So pencil me in for that one because I'd love to be an absolute degenerate with you girls.
behaving badly. What do you think about that, Ellie? Do you think it's allowed to do that? This is, I am myself behaving badly is nuts.
Yeah, I
like
think we should like have games that we play and like drinking games. It will be
But
fun.
and some
I like the idea.
error.
I think right
True
now
or
we are
dare?
team peace. I think we should do it. We should like right now we are behaving too unbadly. So
Yeah, and
We're
like get
trying to be
everyone
different.
excited to like watch us be us
Wasted.
with
I mean, maybe
I
not, but
mean,
I
I would
will be
love to.
tipsy. Tipsy.
Uh,
I
but
mean,
right now I mean with BC Engine you almost feel stressless for
Yes.
doing some sport betting occasionally is that you can actually use the reward you get from BC Engine. And then it feels basically it's a free lottery ticket for you, right? What I do right now with my BC Engine reward is that either I get the reward with joy to buy some token I like, or I do some free sport betting. So this is basically this free lottery ticket or like free money for you to accumulate something that even gonna pop more. So this is what I like about PC engines right now.
yeah,
yeah,
And
because it's
actually,
not only the reward, it also, well, it's the percentage of all your wagers that go into the token, and then obviously plus the reward.
yeah,
yeah, I
So
was actually talking with my brother because he's like really into sports betting. And I told him, I was like, I am so ready for football season because I staked my VC engine rewards so I could have more money to flip it during sports betting. And I said, but if you lose it, we're going to have problems. So,
are
yeah,
you,
it'll
you're
be
not
really,
betting on preseason. Are you betting already?
I'm sorry.
Are
In
you
the
bet,
preseason.
because right now we are preseason,
Oh,
right?
no, not on preseason. I
Well,
don't.
I have an open bet right now, and Seahawks. I bet on the Seahawks, and they are winning, so
Ooh,
1.75.
That's good. Already
yeah, girl.
winning, even during preseason.
They are the champions from last season,
Okay.
so all the bets are on them. We will see. I don't know. And then when you ask Kelly if I always bet on my team, I can tell you that this season it's probably going to be the worst season for the Chiefs in a long time. So I don't think I will be betting for them, sadly.
Say hi, Rocky.
Hi,
hello,
Rocky.
Rocky.
Hi,
He's like,
Rocky. He always loves to come to the lives. I love that.
he loves the girls. He loves the BC baddies.
That's yeah. It's a lot of things are coming. The market is now looking good. NFL season is coming, which I feel people say, especially in US, of course, some media places say that's one of the most potential sport betting moment with majority of volume and money circulating, which is most likely true. I couldn't find the source which I was looking for that, but yeah, I mean next month we also have the Vote for the Clarity Act. And then meanwhile, BT Engine keeps just printing us more and more rewards. So yeah, it's been a good time, really.
Only the best time.
Yes. With that said,
It's been like really really exciting. It's been very exciting to get up and go check, and we are cooking, and everybody is happy, and it's so refreshing. We needed this.
it is. And with that said, I want to hear from Ellie. Ellie, give us the explanation for those that are still not yet understanding BC and BC Engine.
How? Why? What's the problem of them? I don't
What?
understand. Um, You see,
What I did?
oh, actually, you want to cue me to do the ending, right? But like you, when the ways you say it, you're like, for those who still don't understand PC Engine, I just generally want to ask this question: how? Why? How do they not understand PC Engine?
They still don't, babe. There is many
No, it's
people
very
that
good.
don't. They are just like a little bit retarded, and I mean, I'm not saying about a few people, just like overall, the feeling that many people just see pumping, as we mentioned Zcash before, crazy pumping, and then these people talking about and being nuts, and I mean, they just don't understand and they don't give the time. So the moment you explain, I always like, because you pretty much give all the overview of that, so people can actually understand, for those that are still just being sleeping on that.
Yesterday I was actually, before I was sleeping, I was thinking that, okay, like lately we have a little bit pullback or a trace. It's just like 6 to 7%. I keep thinking what organically how the token will go, but I still think it's going up, because right now I'm still thinking the mechanism of the whole thing and how it loop. Because right now BC is doing buyback every day. I told you guys like 72 times with a quota limit of 150K buyback. So basically every day BC is buying back the BC token, and the next day they're giving out the BC token to the players, but that BC token actually worth more.
Mm-hmm.
So, and this way it is like, from the team side, they're having more and more and more supply. And then they are giving out the token to the users every day, but actually that price values go up day by day. So this is the thing. So I think, okay, in this way, BC actually have a very big spacious space to go up. And then I don't know, guys, study the mechanism. This is basically the best mechanism in crypto history. So you guys should, like, there is a lot of analyzing videos on your timeline. You can search BC engine, you can search BC token. A lot of expert. I actually saw, we actually pumped too much, and I saw a guy, a professional crypto trader. He posted something like, this is typically a red flag. As you can see, they only have 80K volumes of one day, but their market cap is, I don't know, like almost 400K. This is typically a red flag. This is
Yes.
no liquidity. No one is buying that coin, and then they're gonna do a pump and dump to you. At the beginning, I thought, okay, maybe I leave a comment there, and then after that, I was thinking, no, actually, you stay there, sir. You stay there. Don't come to us.
No, you
But
let
this
that.
I like that. But actually, guys, if you're happy to be here, feel free to check BC Engine. We have a BC Engine page. You can go to BC Game, any BC Game page, and then click into the BC token. This is the engine engine page, and then you can find all the data here.
Yes.
This is all the provable data you can check over here. And as you can see, we already burned more than 10 million token. And right now we pay out to our community almost 7 million. I
Yes.
remember on the first day we're doing the show. Now it's episode number what? 5 or 4?
5 or 6.
Okay, 5,
6.
6. And and the first episode we are talking about 5 million. Now we're almost sitting at 7 million. And every day averagely we're paying out to the shareholders 50K to 100K. So feel free to check it. And do I do the ending, girls, or you guys have something to rest up?
I think we are good, baby. It's pretty much wrap up, finalize, finish. And that's why I wanted you to make the explanation once again, mention all the few points, because there is always people that doesn't really know what's going on, and they see this pumping and they are just like, oh no, this is a red flag. So yeah. But I think we
In
can go to
the
the end.
in
It
this
was awesome. So yeah, go ahead.
they think the token is pumping because the mechanism is just work, like no one is manipulating anything. You invest in BC, you invest in BC engine, you're literally holding something that have the utility. This is
Yeah.
a long history topic we're talking about in this industry. Basically, like everyone is asking what is the utility of this coin, and now you have the answer. This is the one that actually have the utility. So feel free to check it out, and let me do the little ending here. So ladies and gentlemen, this show is fully brought by PC Engine, the best way to earn dividends mechanism in crypto history. So play at BC. You can stick your BC token into BC Engine, and every single hour you get real dollar reward. Join BC Engine and become a shareholder, and then you start earning passive income. The house makes money, and now you get a cut. BC Engine had already distributed over 6 almost 9 million in rewards to its shareholders. This is what own the house really means. So jump to BC Game right now, open BC Engine page, turn your staking into ongoing rewards, and let's go.
Let's go. Love it. Thank you so
Let's
much, everyone
go.
that joined us. Girls, thank you. It was a pleasure once again. See you all
Yeah.
very soon.
Thank you.
Let's go. Thank you all. Have a good day. See you in the next live. Bye bye.
Bye.